So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Foreman powering ahead.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now it's Wilson. And he is caught. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They go play action with Wilson. That'll be caught by Foreman. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
This one quickly into the hands of Landry. And the numbers from a week ago for Jarvis Landry. 5 catches, 68 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met at about the 43.
But you look at this defense.
This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know,
Williams loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Wilson to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
To throw again is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson.
Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now 3rd down and 7.
Wilson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at
That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Back out comes San Antonio. Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's P-Line again on 2nd down.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. Finally, this defense makes a stand. They'd given up touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but here they said, we've got to put a stop to that. Good coverage there to force a punting situation and a 4th down.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
They run it on first with Foreman.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
But you look at this defense.
They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Now a give to Foreman. To the 36-yard line, stop there. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
Complete to Deontay Foreman at running back.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lance. Pass taken in by P.
His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Up the middle, here's P.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away, and I don't think Landry will get a chance to return here. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense.
And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now Wilson on first down. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Again, Wilson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Howard. Touchdown. O.J. Howard. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year.
And the Antlers have taken the lead.
Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
An extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it as we resume action.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Back out comes San Antonio. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach,
"Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway." And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
They run it with P-Ryan on first down.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
From the 48-yard line, here's second down at 7. Here's Lance to throw it. Short throw, caught by Pitts.
They'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Daxton Hill
In there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
Well, they bring their punter out there now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
Certainly one of the leaders in this offense. There's Jarvis Landry as his crew gets ready to go again.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. On second down, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now Wilson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Wilson will throw again.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A gain there of 21 yards.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete here.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Out now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's second and inches at the 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and less than a yard.
Trying for it with P-Ryan. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. Here's Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll hand it to P-Ryan. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lance's throw there, caught by Gallup. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And Cooks has it over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Hand off here for P-Ryan. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
And we tend to give those running backs and the slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Here's a quick throw out wide by Lance, complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Samaje P-Ryan, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Armadillos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point.
He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run from Samaje Perine. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 35-yard line.
Now a carry for Perine. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the 1st down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Lance now on 1st down.
He'll get this out to his running back, Perine. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
The Lance going to throw.
And that's incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. You got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Seibert's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
It's a gain of 5.
Throwing is Wilson.
At the 25-yard line.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Wilson to throw.
They set up the screen to Foreman.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
That'll be caught by Foreman.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
2 yards to go, second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
On first down, Wilson. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Cherry Tillery running in there and setting him down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
And he's going to miss this one wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
A final shot before half for Lance.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
To throw, it's Lance.
A solid stiff arm.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. A quick throw there is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Again, it's Lance.
And that will be incomplete as well. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that will keep this a 3-point game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48.
Now hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 3.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Williams brings it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Handoff running left, Foreman.
Breaks a tackle. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And touchdown! O.J. Howard, 37 yards.
And the Antlers have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Back out comes San Antonio. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Now Lance.
Oh, he bowls over it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
A 43-yard attempt.
Seibert able to knock this one through, and that'll bring him back within a point.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 31, here's the 2nd and 8.
Wilson. Oh, he'll want that one back. incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Now Wilson. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Vita Vea in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Shedding the tackle. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Back out comes San Antonio.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Setting up the screen to Pirine. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Lance looks to throw again.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Pirine. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Shotgun now for Lance.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Kyle Pitts
From 4 yards out.
And the Armadillos have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And that is caught for the 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That'll be caught by Foreman.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
On the handoff, here's Foreman.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
After the run by Foreman, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Now Foreman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down, Antlers.
Here's Wilson to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Wilson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now in San Antonio as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd down, Wilson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And this one is right through, and that'll bring them back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the air.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
Has over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
On 1st down, Lance right back to Pitts again.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him out to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Lance now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And Lance now to throw. He's got his man. It's Gallup. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Pass taken in by P1.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
From the gun, it's Lance. Touchdown!
Michael Gallup, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Armadillos look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Seibert on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Foreman on first.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's Wilson. It's complete to Williams. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
First down, Antlers.
Now it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Again, Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.